welcome to this video. So if you couldn't tell from the intro, this whole book is based off of people we meet on vacation. I bought this book last year, like summer last year. I haven't read it till now. I'm about 100 pages in, 105 pages in, and yeah, I wanted to kind of make a video about this because I knew there was going to be a Netflix movie coming out, and it's already out, and I've been doing my best to avoid spoilers for the sake of reading this book and watching the movie. And I just kind of wanted to do a fun little video of like comparing the book and the movie and seeing if the movie did a really good job at staying true to the book. And I have a feeling that it will, because Emily Henry, the author of this book, I can tell was heavily involved with the film, and that's always a really, really good thing. I love it when the authors are really involved with their adaptations. So yeah, so far I'm really loving this book. I think it's very cute. I love Alex and Poppy. They're so different. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes Alex, maybe it's because I'm a little bit more of a Poppy, sometimes Alex confuses me because I just don't get how his brain is wired, and you know, his introvertedness and all the things that he dislikes and everything. But I'm trying to be understanding, but I'm definitely more of a Poppy. I'm not exactly like any of these characters, but if I had to choose, I'm more of a Poppy. So a little information about this. I think it's only single POV, and it's from Poppy's perspective. Basically, Poppy and Alex, best friends. They met in college, and they used to go on trips every summer, and then something happened that I don't know about yet, and they kind of drifted apart. I think they had some sort of argument, and they haven't been on like their annual summer trip in, I think, like 2 years or something. But yeah, this book goes into like back and forth not dual POVs, sorry. This book goes back and forth between timelines. It likes to switch very often from the present to any of their past summer vacations. So that's really interesting. Okay, so let's keep reading. I'm almost done. I'm on page 299 out of 360 pages. Let's finish this thing. Guys, the way Alex speaks about Poppy in page 302, like the beginning of page 302, is so sweet. He literally says, everything is because of you. Everything. Like, oh my gosh. I love men written by women. Genuinely. Like, they're just not real, and they don't exist in real life, unfortunately. But I can always rely on men written by women. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay, it's time for me to talk about people we meet on vacation before I watch the movie. So overall, I'm giving this a 3.5 out of 5. This is my second Emily Henry book. I read Happy Place last summer, and that was a 5 out of 5. This was a really fun book. It was cute, it was sweet, definitely an easy read, an easy romance. I don't know, I guess I just wasn't as into this story as I was Happy Place. Also, I love Poppy. I think she's fun, and hot take, I'm not the biggest fan of Alex. I think he can be really sweet most of the time, but I just don't know if I'm, you know, similar to him in any way, or if I really relate to him in any way, which is why I find it difficult to enjoy the moments that I read about him. I mean, I think him and Poppy are really, really adorable, but just Alex as a person, until the very ending where I kind of got to know him a little bit better, I didn't get it half the time, and I was like, okay, and Alex is meh. Like, there are moments in this book when, you know, he fears that Poppy will find him boring, and I fear that there were moments when I found him boring. It's just a personal thing for me, though. If that's like your kind of man, good for you. Not for me. But I thought the dynamic was very cute between the two, like complete opposites. I feel like I've read you know, books that are marketed as opposites attract, and they are really deep down not that different. And I guess deep down these two aren't different either, but there's just a striking difference overall, if I have to put it like overall together. Like introvert, extrovert, she is like the life of the party, literally living her life. He is very worried about what everybody else thinks of him and how he can contribute to helping others and just that kind of thing. It's, yeah, kind of crazy. One thing that I really liked about this was actually how it went back and forth between timelines, which sometimes kind of annoys me, but this, I don't know, I really enjoyed it, the way that she kind of did like a countdown to their current summer in a way. I also just really enjoyed like learning about their past and their history through the previous summer trips that they had gone on. And yeah, I think, I don't know, I think this was kind of, it took me a while to read it, I'm not gonna lie, a little longer than I would have liked it to, but yeah, I think the reason why I had a harder time, you know, reading it fast enough was I just wasn't as into the plot as I would have liked to. But I'm very excited to see Tom Blythe and Emily Bader in the movie. And yeah, I think something that was slightly off-putting to me too was how quickly something just like really happened. I don't know, I wasn't expecting it. It is technically a really slow burn in the sense of they've been friends for like 12 years, and 2 of those being, you know, they're not really in contact because of something that happens. But all of a sudden something just like really big happens and it comes out of nowhere, and I was like, whoa, okay, gotta skip. AKA I think that was chapter 26. If it's not, I will correct it, but if it is, yay. Chapter 26. I think you should read like the first half, and then if you don't want to read Spice, skip the rest. But yeah, that's the moment that I'm talking about, kind of happened out of nowhere to me. Like genuinely kind of felt like it was out of nowhere, but my personal opinion. I think this is a book that a lot of people should read though, if they're like super into this kind of genre or this plot or story. I've heard mixed reviews. Some people say that they love it, some people say that it's definitely not their favorite Emily Henry book, and out of the 2 I read, Happy Place takes the cake, takes the cherry on the top. But this is still fun. There's definitely moments in here that I thought were very sweet, and I was like, wow, Alex, you little yearning guy. I think another reason why I just didn't fully get Alex was because I'm kind of used to reading characters like his from dual POV books, and this book is only in Poppy's perspective, which makes it difficult for me to understand him. But yeah, I'm really excited for the movie. I cannot for the life of me avoid all the clips shown on my Instagram and YouTube, so I've kind of been sneaking some peeks at moments from the movie, and I'm very excited to meet Alex and Poppy on the screen. So yeah, let's go watch the movie. Let's talk about People We Meet on Vacation, the movie. So, the first sentence I'm going to say to you guys, controversial, dare I say, I love the movie more than the book. I don't know. Like, thing is, when I finished reading the book, kind of forgot about it already. It wasn't really lingering in my mind. But the movie, oh my gosh, guys, rom-com movies are so making a comeback, and that's so exciting. I love that. Movie Alex was very different than how I imagined book Alex, but personally for me, that's a good thing. I found book Alex so boring. I'm so sorry to people who love book Alex. He's just, I didn't find him interesting at all. So I love movie Alex a lot more. I think that all the changes that they made for the movie were actually really necessary, and they worked really well for the movie. Usually, sometimes there are changes that are made that I don't really agree with, but it made the movie flow really well, and it made cutting out certain parts like much easier, it made it flow better as well. So I think they did a really good job on figuring out what to add, what to keep, what to change, or what to like, I don't know. I just think they did a really good job kind of figuring out what was needed for the movie while staying as true as they can to the book. Also, the fact that they made their last vacation the couples trip, I think was a really smart choice that added a lot of tension to Alex and Poppy's friendship, and that was really smart for the movie. Guys, I love the little lines that I saw that, you know, everybody in the book loves, like, it speaks to me, or staying on theme matters. Like, they didn't, like, say it too much in the movie, but the book readers will know how much those words mean, and it was just fun little Easter eggs sprinkled in there. So the movie didn't really dig too deep into Alex's traumas. Also, he only has one brother in the movie in comparison to like 3 brothers, I think. And, you know, Alex does have his share of issues, and they don't really go deep into that in the movie, which I think was fine. It would have obviously added layers to him, but if you want those layers, you should read the book, because I think those are important factors of Alex that should be taken into consideration. Something that I missed in the movie that I wish they kind of implemented a little bit more was Poppy's blog that she had started out with before R&R. They didn't really mention that, or maybe they just completely cut that out. But I wish that they did more of that, because I thought that was so unique about her, that she started a blog on her own that got attention. She kind of grew her social platform from there and got her opportunities from there, and that was a fun part of her character, I believe. So I wish I got more of that in the movie. Also, her running after him despite her hating running. That was like the perfect rom-com, you know, stereotype that was added in. Oh, it's perfect. That was not in the book, and I think that's like one of those changes where it was perfect for the movie. I can't imagine it working as well in the book, but it works so well in the movie, and I loved that. The line, "You're not a vacation to me, Alex, you're home." Yeah, that had me like sobbing, crying. Also, complaints that I wish that they could have kept in. No Flannery O'Connor? His cat? That was upsetting to me. And oh my gosh, no sad puppy dog eyes. That was so funny in the book. I'm really sad they didn't do that in the movie. This was absolutely perfect. I mean, knowing that you can't fit an entire book plot into 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I mean, they did really, really, really good. I mean, they put in everything that was absolutely essential and took really great creative liberties. The yearning was A+, guys. I mean, in the book, since we're in Poppy's POV, we get more of her yearning, but now that we get to see a little bit more of Alex, I mean, we got to see him yearning a lot in this movie, and that really changed how I saw Alex and how I understood how much he loved her and the relationship that he had or has with Poppy. But yeah, overall, this was such a perfect friends to lovers rom-com movie. Rom-coms are definitely making a comeback, and I'm so excited. So I'm really happy with this movie. 10 out of 10. Also, Forever Your Girl, that scene. Hey guys, we haven't made matcha together in a while, so I thought, why not, while I wrap up this video. Clearly, I love the movie a lot more than I do the book. I'm so sorry. Usually that never happens. For the most part, I believe that books are definitely better than their adaptations because they include more depth and detail and information. Something about the movie was just so magical and special though. Like, I swear, I feel like it's also because of, you know, we're deprived of the kind of rom-coms that we are so used to from like the early 2000s and the 90s, and we just haven't had one like that in a while. I mean, the last one I can remember was what, To All the Boys I'd Loved Before. So I just think that they did a really good job of kind of bringing back that genre. And also, the casting was absolutely perfect. Tom Blythe, we already knew he's incredible because of Hunger Games, but Emily Bader, come on. Hot take, I wasn't a big fan of My Lady Jane. I didn't finish it, but I knew she was a good actress, and seeing her in this movie, I want to see more of her on my screen, please. Emily Bader and Tom Blythe together as Alex and Poppy were absolutely perfect. Casting really ate it up with that. So, final verdict, People We Meet on Vacation, book or adaptation? Personally for me, I love the adaptation more, but let me know what you think in the comments if you've read the book or just watched the movie. Give me your thoughts, I'd love to hear it. And yeah, that is it, and I'm excited to see you guys next month. I have a fun lineup of vlogs. Let's hope I have time to edit them. Yay! Okay, bye guys. See ya.